Guten Tag. Can you say Guten Tag? That's how you say good day in German. Welcome to Patrika's Little Star Cafe. Facts that are fast, fun, and keep you happy. Today is Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. And here are today's matters for chatter. Number 1. Wow, the famous BBC has revealed its nominees for the Indian Sportswoman of the Year award. The 5 contenders are weightlifter Mirabai Chanu, parachuter Avni Lekra, badminton player PV Sindhu, boxer Lavlina Borgohain, and golfer Aditi Ashok. They were judged based on their achievements in the past year. All of them, coincidentally, have won medals at recent Olympics in Tokyo and Rio, with just Aditi missing it by a stroke. We're so proud of all of these women. Number 2, can you imagine the return on investment on this? Someone found a $30 drawing at a yard sale, but it was actually worth more than $10 million. That's a pretty sweet deal. Well, the drawing was made by none other than the leader of the German Renaissance, Albrecht Dürer. You probably have heard of leaders of the Italian Renaissance like Da Vinci and Michelangelo and others, but at the same time, there were Renaissances in other parts of Europe too. This was a great time for art, and people could appreciate new themes as they had received a lot of money from the church and trade from around the world. Number 3, well, someone finally admitted it. China has encroached the Nepal-China border too in the Kumla district. While China said that they were making these buildings for security purposes and that there is not much marking on the 1,400-kilometer border shared between the two countries, there has been report that Nepalese pilgrims to religious sites were not able to cross their own zone, as well as grazers. The same issue seems to be happening in India's Ladakh. Because the borders are not developed, it's harder for people to demark what's an established town, and also easier for outsiders to claim that it's theirs and develop it. And now for today's mega matter. Treating people unfairly on the basis of their skin color was a wrong practice of the past. While unfortunately it still happens, we can't blame the rest of the world for what's happened in history. We can try to give extra opportunities to make up for it so that minorities get their due respect and footing now. But if we don't treat everyone with respect in the process, no one will want to give those extra opportunities. How correct any of this really is in practice is debatable. But the intention is to set the wrongs right. Recently, a book being promoted in schools in the US is under debate. Should it be available to kids in school? It's called My Black Friend on Being a Better White Person. To put it in perspective, as a parent activist said, what if it was called to be a better black person? What would be the reaction to that? We all want a better and equal ecosystem. Sometimes we may have to ask for our rights. But in that process, we can't forget to be thoughtful or nice. It's just the right thing to do. Sometimes reading, it's all about giving perspective, so maybe this book is important to explore, as it would be like wearing a minority's shoes. But what about books that are not meant for kids that are available to them in schools regarding foul language and explicit detail? Is removing them censorship, or is it just about keeping kids safe? And who makes that decision? Today's word of the day is minority, which means a small number or less than half. And finally, for today's quote of the day, whatever is my right as a man is also the right of another. That's a famous quote by Thomas Paine. Thank you for listening, and do send us your questions and comments via WhatsApp, or you can email us at diptyanti@gmail.com. Take care, lots of love, Dipti Auntie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are?